I'm not quite sure what it's going to take to reverse the damages of all of our fathers, except for maybe to actively participate with our fathers. And by that, I mean that dynamically. You know, maybe we consider certain things in a way where we're able to bring opportunities to do something new. And the only way we can do that is by having conversations. So again, communication is key. This channel, I'm broadcasting it in one language. Hopefully someone else gets an idea and can broadcast it in a new language or a new style that helps us to recognize that less is more. I'm not the shining example of having the least or doing with the least, but I know that we can do without. You know, I've done without everything from going out and making additional purchases when my body doesn't fit the clothes that I have, to going without different foods for periods of time. In fact, this is being recorded right now during a period here called Lent. And in the good books that we practiced or preached here in this country where I live, Lent was oftentimes referred to as a period of foregoing something to remember something else. And sometimes I think that we do need to go without in order to remember something else. But with all that's going on in today's world, sometimes it's very difficult to concentrate on the task at hand. And to me, the task at hand is that we're trying to help one another to recognize that there are things that we can do better. Whether we take these things as criticisms or as things that we can take to the bank, for an example, is typically up to ourselves. And so with that in mind, I made a song that I called Slower. And the reason I called it Slower is because many of us are in such a hurry that we can't seem to take things slower. Like, for an example, for you hearing this whole story as you're watching the content that's being showcased, some of you might be able to concentrate and focus on this information, and you probably are aware, maybe even painfully aware, that some of us have extreme difficulties concentrating for long enough to hear an overall message. So this song is called Slower. And the reason that it's called Slower and the words that it has, I'd like to take things a little slower, but then would you take the time to know me at all? In some particular cases, without really giving people an explosion of entertainment or some kind of shiny object right off the bat to keep their attention, in some cases we lose the attention of that companionship that we once had, whether it's in the form of friendship, love, a pet, you know, all kinds of things can happen to distract our attention. But when you have a true bond, your pet, your love, your friendship will always return back to the source of compassion. So in this channel, what we talk about is compassion and love and being aware of things. And so in this instance, I hope that this song resonates with you. Again, thank you for watching along as I make all my mistakes live for your own viewing entertainment. Happy birthday. These are gifts to you. Like to take things a little slower, but then would you take the time to know me at all? Would you pretend that you didn't know her? withstand another fall? I make my way through the emotions, still playing with the ones I've got, and I'd like to make love before it's all over, instead of the wars that we've long forgotten. You seem to think that when this is all over, we'll walk away with the things we had. But the burden of time is inside now. And have you heard yet from our dad? I'd like to think that you didn't know her, but there she is, just as plain as day. And I'd like to think that when this is all over, we'll have the time to practice what we pray. I'd like to take things a little slower, but then would you take the time to know me at all? Would you pretend that you didn't know her? And can we withstand another fall? So there you have it. A couple of songs for a couple of birthdays, actually. I hope that you have more than a couple of dreams come true. I hope that all of everything that you set out to do is something that you can accomplish. I hope that you're not feeling like you are overwhelmed. You know, it could be overwhelming to see all the garbage that's out there, possibly including this very presentation, if that's what you equate this to. But at the same time, in even the rubbish that we have gems, we have resources, and we have opportunities to find joy. So more than anything, I hope that you've received some joy. I'm sending out joy in this segment. I hope that you've received plenty of joy and that your opportunities are bountiful and that your peace is priceless. You know, peace Peace is part of health. Health is wealth. And so I hope that your peace is abundant. I hope that your health is abundant. I hope that your wealth is abundant. It's all really the same thing. I hope that you have an abundant lifestyle. And if you don't, I hope that you're able to look beyond the sparkling rubbish that's in the desert and really enjoy the journey itself, where we're able to communicate these insights back and forth among one another in the hopes of bringing peace to ourselves. And as we bring peace to ourselves, then that peace can be shared outwardly, and maybe we can even bring peace to humanity if we try hard enough. Maybe if we sing loud enough, we'll be able to do that. So until next time, thank you so much for joining. I hope that you have an amazing birthday, whenever that might be. And till then, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.